Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Cleaning and Cocktails. You know the deal. This is a show where we empower the cleaning industry. We share the knowledge of other cleaning business owners. I bring together subject matter experts, colleagues, peers, everybody and anybody that can add some value to the industry, whether it's commercial, residential, it doesn't matter, right? The cleaning industry is a united nation of services, is what I'm starting to say myself. So I have the pleasure, this is going to be a great topic, a great episode, guys. I have the pleasure of introducing Paul McArthur. Paul is one of our largest affiliate partners for Rosalato. He's working out of North Carolina, I believe it's Charlotte. Name of the company is EcoClean. He got into the industry a few years ago, and you double check me everything I'm saying here. His wife got into it at first, Holly. He joined a few years after. He's coming from the insurance industry. Lots to talk about. The guy just hit the $1 million revenue mark, which you guys know I always talk about as far as you're in the top 10, let's say top 10% of the industry already, because that's a big accomplishment, man. So
thank you,
Paul. Please share with everybody how the hell somebody goes from being in insurance for 20 years to saying, I'm going to pick up a broom and a mop and go sell me some cleaning services.
My bucket and a vacuum cleaner. So yeah, I ran a agency in Charlotte for 20 years, and it was just time for a change. And then you start looking at businesses to buy and what you can afford, and really what can be scalable to get you where you want to be financially. And everything kept coming back to cleaning. Didn't know a thing about commercial cleaning. I knew how to run a business.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew how to run a business, and I knew that I had a hard work ethic. And we did find a business in Charlotte, and 4 years ago, we just passed a 4-year anniversary. And the first 2 years, I didn't work in the business. I was still at my other career, and Holly did run the business. And ever since I jumped on, it's just been a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work. It's around the clock. I work weekends. I work nights. But I love it.
You bring work to home a lot.
Yo, you got it.
But I feel like if you have fun with it, though, like Holly's your significant other. She's your wife. She's your life partner. And people always ask, like, how do you do it? How does it work? I mean, it works for us, right? I mean, you guys, you seem when I met you guys for the first time, you click, right? Yep. Like you guys are. I think it's you have to click, right? You'll know. Right, I got a feeling.
Yes, and it's like with anything, business or marriage, it's not going to be the perfect deal every day. There's going to be disagreements, and you always work through that. But for the good of the order, you know what you're doing is in reference to growing a business and the best ways to grow it. And we share ideas and bounce ideas, and the biggest thing is finding the right partners that make it a good business fit.
So, Paul, so this is something I just thought of right now too. So since you said, again, a similar story to when, like I was telling you in the first couple of years, I had odd jobs, security, night sales over here, sales over there. I didn't know if it was a full-time commitment yet. I was looking at it as a side hustle, which for you, it was probably a risk to try to leave the career to go all in. Somebody has to do it. Your wife did it. My wife did it in the beginning too. So, where did Holly come from, though? Like, did she? Because I want to look at the dynamic of. I know you know business. You had the agency. You know sales. What was her? What's her experience?
Her background was being a mom with our 3 girls.
Wow.
So we jumped into this together. She was ready to go back to work, and I'm like, well, let's not go to work for somebody where you're making a certain amount of money per hour.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out together. And, I say that we don't have a plan B. Our backs are against the wall. And, I like to put that pressure on myself.
Yeah, this is it.
To move it forward.
Yeah.
And I call it flipping things. Every single day, every single week, those first 2 years, we were making things better. We were improving things. And we were figuring things out, whether it be supplies, whether it be equipment, whether it be processes within the business. With QuickBooks and other softwares, and here we are today.
Because it's a gamut of departments, right? If you're a first-time entrepreneur, first-time business owner, you're put to the test, right? I mean, you're learning every aspect of the business whether you like it or not.
That's right. And, you know, you have cleaning techs that don't show up, and, you know, what's your backup plan? Well, those first 2 years, the backup plan was us.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in
so you're in good shape.
Yeah, we were in that facility doing the cleaning. And, you know, your client's going to come in the next day, and they expect that scope of work to be completed. That's what you get paid on.
Yeah.
You know, we learned, we met with different janitorial companies for supplies and chemicals, and we met with everybody we could to make us smarter, to make us better. Mm-hmm. And we still are today.
Still learning.
Yep, yeah, every day. And
so, Paul, a big reason I wanted to bring you on the show too, you know, first off, share the story, right? Again, this is all about people's stories, because everybody who listens and watches the show, they're like us, right? They're in the cleaning community. They're business owners. They're trying to grow a business, and it feels good when you hear somebody else's story, because like
right,
I ran through that too. Oh my God, this guy's just like me, or she's just like me. I'm gonna get through it. They got through it, right? So it's just those, you know, feelings of it resonates, and I'm not alone, right? But more importantly, I wanted to shine a light on the affiliate partnership that we have, right? The concept of subcontracting, you guys, right? Like you guys know, you know, I preach this, you know, in all the Facebook groups that we're at. That's how I post and try to find other partners, or you can call it subcontractors. I prefer the word affiliate partners. Better word, right?
Yep.
But I wanted to shed a light on this because there's a stigma. There's a broken model in the sense that subcontracting for the industry, people have been jaded. People have bad business. Bad business has been done where the subcontractor or affiliate partner of the larger company or national company, right, ends up getting the short end of the stick, or you know what they think they are sometimes, or whatever the case is. You hear a lot of negativity. I wanted to shed some positive light, right? You're one of the largest partners that we have. You service a lot of our accounts. I wanted to get your insight on it, but share more so of, this is a guy, Paul, EcoClean. They get it. They're doing phenomenal work. Are you perfect? No. You know, is our relationship perfect? Not all the time. But what do? We work at it.
We work at it. We work together.
And you said it, together. It's a partnership. And the two things that we talk about, especially in Rosalato, Paul, and add some insight on this too, is there's two types of way you can look at an affiliate partnership or subcontractor. It is a monetary relationship, or it is a value add relationship. And when I say monetary, it's those are the people that I want to reach and touch out there, that to let them know it can't just be about monetary. When you are subcontracting or becoming an affiliate partner, in our case, you know that you are getting the opportunity to work on an account that doesn't have to be sold. It is almost like a handoff. You're presented an opportunity. If you look at it just, I don't even know if we even had this conversation in the beginning, but I know price is always the thing, right? But we negotiated the price. We talked through the price. We figured out that, hey, it's not exactly what you would have charged the client, but you never would have been able to service this client in the beginning, right? Where it's like, we're that opportunity for you, but then now let's look at what else can come out of this. Where is the value add? Where is, like in our case, ongoing support, training, software, supplies are being purchased, bi-weekly payouts. Like, that's where, you see it, where it's not about the money. It is, you are making money. It's always, you always have to worry about money. But can you shed some insight for everybody who, as far as how has the relationship been with you working with Rosalato, with Dom, Piani, all of our team, you are essentially the subcontractor in this relationship.
And we are. I should even back up and say how I met Ricky and Rosalato.
That was going to be one of my questions. Is like, when did we meet?
Yeah. So, I'm sitting around on a Saturday watching college football, scrolling through the Commercial Cleaners Forum, and Ricky's looking for an affiliate partner in North Carolina. And I'm like, boom. So I answer him back right away. And Monday of that week, we connected. And then from there, we've started picking up some different accounts and grown from there. And with Rosalato, we were EcoClean of Charlotte. now we're EcoClean of the Carolinas. So, we're doing business in both North and South Carolina, and a lot of that's all positive from Rosalato. But the partnership, to be the affiliate partner, and the resources that Rosalato provides is incredible. The knowledge that we have is from Rosalato. Their team, y'all's team, very helpful. Granted, it's a lot of hard work. This client's very demanding, and it can easily get an email where something hadn't been done and we need to correct.
Yeah.
But what drives people, what is the motivating factor to make it correct, and we're very blessed. We've got a good team that works with us. Our supervisor, Caesar and Angel,
which I feel like are like our team members, because I hear their names all the time. And, everybody's always referencing them.
Not only are they good partners, they're good friends, and we work very well together. And with that, that's how we've grown, and that's how we've been able to, cross the $1 million mark in sales after 4 years, is with good help and good talent.
Nice. Now, would you say, Paul, so again, only 4 years into the industry, before, what did you think of the affiliate partner model or subcontracting? Did you look at it as an opportunity for you to grow before we met?
We did. I did, because at that time, when you're starting out in this business, you take a lot of small accounts, you take a lot of 1 day a week accounts. To me, it was an opportunity to get additional business and learn. And that's exactly what we've done.
Yeah, because what are we up to now with you guys? Nine accounts.
We have 9 accounts.
Yeah.
And I think a couple more coming online.
A couple more
shortly.
coming. Yeah. And it just makes me happy too to see the growth, because the potential is there. Now, again, are you making what you would have made if you would have sold the account individually? No, right?
Yeah,
we know
that's
that.
right. Yep.
But I just want to harp on this, because it's like there's a lot that can be done there, and success that can come out of looking at the bigger picture. Looking at, you guys are doing floor services for us, emergencies that come up. You guys, I think you even talked to Jay on the maintenance side for if something really does come up. It's like there's opportunities if you just have I'm sorry for saying it, but just get shit done attitude.
Very much so. And, we figured it out. If a client asks or has a request outside of what we do with Rosalato, we have teams that can do it. I don't care if it's painting, light maintenance, landscaping. It's another thing you love about this business and how you grow and how you scale is make sure you have talent that can do other things besides janitorial.
Yep.
So
the whole single source solution.
Single source solution.
Right?
Yeah. That's one of y'all's lines that we've adopted and use.
Well, it makes you sticky, right? People will always ask and comment, I want to grow, I want to build, I want to scale. I honestly, I don't know too many companies that are scaling at just doing janitorial. There is other services that they get into, and like that's what I love this space, right? That's the question I was going to ask you is, why do you love this industry so much? For me, it's opportunity. How many services you can perform for a client?
That's right.
For them not to have to go ask somebody. What about you? You're in it 4 years now. You came from 20 years in insurance. This is not a glamorous industry.
Not at all. Mop bucket and a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, but like what in the recent years, what's inspired you or driven you to say, I made the right choice?
That's a great question, Ricky. It's really the business and the people we work with. And, in Ricky's words, you're empowering the janitorial industry. We're employing cleaning techs. We are giving money to janitorial companies. We are providing occupations, livings for, all sorts of people that need help, need jobs. And that makes you feel good.
Yeah. So we touched on this earlier, but you came into this space with zero experience. Zero. There's a lot of people out there that may be thinking about getting into the space. Were you scared? Was there a moment that you were like, you don't want to ever think that you can't do anything, but we're human, right? Like you have those doubts. Like what got you over the hump to say, it doesn't matter if I have zero experience?
Well, and where I was with my agency, my back was against the wall, and it was time for a change. And again, you know how to run a business, but I was the agency I was with did a lot of the services for you, like invoicing, and there was a lot of help. And when you start your own business, I remember the first few months, we didn't get invoices out on time. We'd miss an invoice.
I think I probably still have some out there that have never been delivered.
There's a lot of moving parts in this business, especially where we are today, because we do a lot of one-offs. We do a lot of different services. And, you got to have the right software. You've got to have the right model. You just can't keep everything in your head. And everybody's got to communicate. And we have a good team, good talent. And I'm seeing that being here at the Resolado offices and the different people that are working here and what their talent is and how it all comes together. And I feel like we're tracking right to get that all going, to get to the next level, which is what we want to do. We're very, very much in a growth mindset and very excited.
Yeah. And Paul, it's you said it, mindset. This industry for me is, you got to have a strong mindset, but you have to have a mindset that can adapt, right? Every day is a different day. As there's days I would wake up and I'm like, I'm on top of the world. Just closed that account, won this deal, hired 4 more people. I'm in another state. I get that email and it's a complaint. I'm like, I'm right back to life. I'm right back. I got brought right back down to earth to say, hey, it's a new day. You're happy today, but always be ready.
Yeah, and
always be ready.
The most fun is when I'm in an account and I'm in the janitorial closet and I'm straightening things up or changing a belt on a vacuum cleaner or changing the vacuum bag, because cleaning techs always don't do that.
Oh, yeah. I feel like the vacuum is the biggest issue in our space, where we got to be there for them because somehow, some way, the techs overlook the vacuum maintenance. I swear.
It's not that hard. I'll leave them bags, I'll leave them belts, but when I'm doing that and I'm out in the field and I'm in different clients' offices, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then you get back to the shop and there you go. You've been gone 2 hours and there are your emails.
Yeah.
Something didn't go right here. Somebody forgot to do this there.
But it tests you, right?
It
keeps you on your toes every day. This is not your 9-to-5 desk job.
Not at all.
First of all, being an entrepreneur is not that. But being a business owner, an entrepreneur in this space, every day is different. Every day is fun. I mean, for me, sales is exciting, right? Meeting people like you. Look at, again, I always say this as cleaning gave me this opportunity to have a podcast, bring in people. You guys, Paul flew in from Charlotte last night, not only to do this, right, but to meet with the team and just, again, absorb, right? Learn, empower, grow.
Yep, exactly. And I was talking to a client yesterday and they wanted to meet with me. I'm like, well, believe it or not, I'm flying to Chicago. I said, who knew 4 years ago that I'd be in the janitorial business? And not only that, going to see a partner that's in Chicago.
Yeah.
So, I didn't travel like that with my insurance industry.
Yeah.
And, it's exciting every day. But you have to be focused. You really got to figure out how to get the right team in place. And because there are a lot of moving parts to this business.
So, Paul, here's something that I'm going to start asking everybody, too. I was talking about it earlier in a phone call with some friends. I feel like, growth in cleaning is not predictable, right? It's tough to be predictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what, elements of your own personal life or the market that you're in. But I'm trying to figure out that, like, there are stages. There could be a formula to where, I know myself, I'm trying to put this all down on paper, is that first big hire, right? That second hire where, like I always say, for me, it was my invoicing and payables, my payroll, my first QC inspector, my first area manager, my first floor tech lead. Like, these were positions that up until those hires, I was doing myself. Like, have you had that first hire yet that you can say that took two or three things off my plate to work? What does everybody always say? Work on the business versus in the
business.
I'm trying to get answers now on have you had that hire yet that you can say has given you that
We
breathing room?
definitely have. Our operation manager, John, a shout out to John. He's got 30 years of experience in the business. He came from New York. He handled some big facilities there. He's really good with clients. He's really good at noticing things with the scope of work. He's been a game changer. And the same with our supervisors and what they do for us every day, 7 days a week. And without them, we wouldn't be who we are and where we are.
Yep.
It's all about them, and I want to be able to, really help them grow and understand what their growth buttons are to make them better.
Yeah, because they want to grow, right? They're that's the one thing that I think we get stuck on sometimes as owners is you're the owner, they're not. But why not operate and give them the opportunity to feel like an owner, right? Or be given decisions to make as an owner for their departments or different areas and elevate them and let them feel like they're just going to be a better employee, right? If they feel like this is my family, this is my brand, this is my company. I've got to level up. I've got to do everything I can.
Good way to put it,
right?
And we do. We give them a lot of leeway and help and grow the company. One, they're experienced in the janitorial facilities industry, and I lean on them hard, and I learn from them because they have the experience.
Yeah.
And luckily, we all get along very well, so it helps us grow together.
Cool. Paul, question for everybody that's out there watching and listening to. What would you, so now that you're an affiliate partner with us, right? Would you recommend taking those opportunities or starting to salt out? Is it salt out? Start searching for those opportunities to team up with other cleaning businesses? Like, would you recommend?
I would highly recommend it, and I would love to partner. I know Rosalata is big on this with other cleaning companies in Charlotte, in North Carolina, in South Carolina, on maybe things that we're not able to handle or big enough to handle. But to be a partner with another company like Rosalata, I would highly recommend. The benefits outweigh any negatives, and you can't be worried about what you're getting paid. You can't be worried about the email that you might get where your cleaning techs miss something. If you're looking at the overall picture and what they're doing for you, it's a huge benefit and a huge win.
Yeah, and it's, something that Dominic and Vianney and Tony, everybody's always brought up too. It's like, whether that email or message came from us, it would have come from a client. Like, if that, we're noticing things maybe a little more than a client would because we're in the business or the industry. But if you look at it like that message came in to do what? To help me improve.
Yep.
Right? As long as, yes, people could be nitpicky, people could be very demanding, but as long as it's delivered the right way, it's just accept the delivery, right? And just, I'm on it.
Right.
I'm going to take care of it. I've got clients that when I see that phone ring, I'm like, there's nothing good. This guy does not call me to say, great job, Rick.
Yes.
That phone call or text message is coming because something's happened. Wrong. But I'm relieved when it's actually a good thing. But just know, all right, breathe, deal with it, execute, figure it out.
And, in reference to that, property managers for your commercial real estate firms, they got a tough job, but when they're calling you, it's never going to be anything good. It's always going to be something negative. And that's kind of what their job is. And you just got to, as you said, breathe, go walk around your office, come back and deal with it.
Yeah. You guys too. So another reason, and you guys know, have you ever heard me really plug Route in any of these episodes?
No,
I don't do it. Till today. So
boom.
Boom. So no, this is a big topic for me and very important because going through this myself and as Rosalato, and I've been the one tasked a lot to make those partnerships and relationships and connections. It's not easy. It's hard to find these people that want to work with you because, again, the stigma, right, and the perception. So you're going to be one of the first that sees it. But on the route side, the 2.0 marketplace that we're working on is going to be that subcontractor to contractor relationship building, the ability to give the opportunity, search the platform, find a local provider, connect with them, offer up the opportunity, poke them, like engage with them as if it were a client to vendor. We're focusing on the vendor to vendor, because there is a lot of opportunity that I know if I didn't have all of you guys, I wouldn't be able to service this client 90% of the time, or other clients, because it's the partnerships with companies like you guys that allow us to continue to grow our business. So I'm trying to, we're building it where this is going to be for everybody, right? If you're a route member, if you're a route on the route community, you're going, if there's an opportunity, because your client, because you probably hear it all the time, Paul, right? I have a client in Charlotte, they're moving into an office in Chicago, or they may have a client moving into St. Louis, but they want to work with you. They don't want to work with somebody else. Well, you're the connection to then be able to offer that opportunity to somebody in another city. What better than to give you that portal or that platform to say, here's their profile, here's who they are, how many years they've been in business, are they a minority or woman-owned business, here's their one-pager. Now connect with them instead of relying on Google like I've been doing for the last 4 years.
That's a great point. And
it's hard.
It wasn't long after we started working with Rosalato in North Carolina that we, EcoClean, had an opportunity at a brand new hotel opening in downtown Charlotte.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so, this hotel was way beyond anything that we could handle. And so I called up Ricky and said, look, this is what we have. There's an opportunity here. I want to see if you can fly to Charlotte and go do the walkthrough with us. Let's get a proposal under Rosalato, because we'll service it, but we cannot handle. It's a big hotel, downtown Charlotte, brand new. And so both Ricky and Tony flew in, and we walked the hotel. We did not get the business, but you used route, and the impressive thing on each room, each floor, each hall, each banquet room, and the measurements and the pictures and how impressive route is, to come back with that proposal a week later to present it to the client. And look, I followed up with them this past year, and I'm going to follow up with them next year.
Yeah, it's there. It's already there.
That's
we don't have to keep going back.
Yeah, it's not over.
So that brings me to a point here, Paul. I mean, this is a whole nother topic, but you guys just heard what he said, right? Is there was an opportunity that a couple of reasons would probably be is, cash flow, capacity. Big accounts are scary. And if you've never been familiar with them, you're scared. Why are you going to take it on, right?
Yep.
What did Paul do? Reached out to us. I mean, I don't even think we batted an eye either. Like, Tony was just like,
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go out there. Let's go check it out. But as you said, it would have fallen under us, but you would have been the service provider. But look who won, or who would have won. If we won that account, you would have won.
Right.
Because it still came back to you. Yep. That's the other side now. That's the other side of a good partnership. You entrusted in us, like we would entrust. Like, look, you weren't in South Carolina, but we trusted you to cross that border, to handle that client, because trust and ethics and reliability, you can't put a price on that.
Well, we do what we say we're going to do, and it actually allowed us to change our name from EcoClean of Charlotte to EcoClean of the Carolinas, because we are in South Carolina and we continue to grow in South Carolina. But really back to the hotel. So what you have in a partner on a big account like that, now, in cleaning companies, we're the bank.
Yeah.
We're always waiting for money, but we're still paying our cleaning tax. Well, then on one like this, when you win it, Rosalato's kind of the bank, because they're going to pay their affiliate partners. They pay on time. Very important.
Pay on time.
Yeah.
You guys heard it there.
Alex, 2 thumbs up for Alex. 2 thumbs
up to my brother, Alex.
So, there's a lot of positives in figuring out who to partner with and get good partners. It's a way to grow. I highly recommend it. It's been a great relationship for us, and it's actually opened us up. Then now we're partnering with other companies like Rosalato, and because I've learned from Rosalato, it's really helped benefit these other relationships.
Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Wait, cheers to that.
Yeah, man. We didn't do
cheers
to
that. We didn't do I know I don't want to say it. I always forget to do cheers. All right. So now to a question of what has been the most difficult piece to this journey for you, as far as, I know you've talked about growth, you've talked about, staffing, any other things that stick out, again, to say, if you're about to start in this industry, these are things to know that, it's not all glitz and glamour. Success is tough.
It is tough. And, there's so many parts of it, whether it be sales, whether it be the back office with the invoicing. You have to pay your cleaning techs on time when you tell them they're going to pay. That's a given, which means you got to have money in the bank. Yeah. This business does require money in the bank. And with your clients, you got to do what you say you're going to do. And, it's a hard driving business. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of folks with a mop bucket and a vacuum cleaner, but they don't know how to run a business.
Yeah.
And because they don't know how to run a business, you can surpass them. But it's a lot of hard work. It's a work day, night, and weekends. And I'm in a good position for that, and we absolutely love it.
Awesome, man. Well, as we wrap up, Paul, let us know, what are some exciting things coming up this year, or what are things that you're looking forward to this year, in 5 years, as far as EcoClean of the Carolinas?
There you go. So, one thing, what can make you more efficient? And how are you more efficient? Is it equipment? Is it different equipment, better equipment? So we're looking at that right now. We're looking at better ways. I've been meeting with Dom on efficiencies of, is it a 4-hour clean or is it a 3.5-hour clean?
Mm-hmm. Every minute matters.
Yeah, every minute matters. It's the better way to doing it. Rosalato provides what they go by. It's really their Bible, their 6 steps of success. And if you follow it and learn it, and a lot of it goes into monitoring, training, and inspections. Mm-hmm. And that's all knowledge that we've picked up on, EcoClean's picked up on from Rosalato. So as we go forward, again, growth mindset, and you find accounts. We're in really all industries. We just finished a construction clean. That was about a $50,000 construction clean.
Ooh.
Yeah, and those are never easy. And
because those are definitely on the hook.
That's right.
For a minute.
And you think you have everything completed and clean, and then they call you back in. But again, that partner's a GC. They're this happened to be in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they're great to work with. That's another important thing, is who are you working with?
Yeah.
Know your clients. Some clients that don't communicate, that don't follow up. But this particular client on the construction clean, they're fantastic and easy to work with.
Do you get, and then to end with just a personal note too, is I get excited when I work with some big name brands, right? Like or any big name brands, not just national, but like local. Like the brands that are local that you're like,
it's exciting.
Like that's a client of mine. Or like one thing me and Marley would always do, because when we lived in Fulton Market, a lot of construction was going on in Chicago. And we did a lot of post cleaning. Like we were doing it ourselves first. And it was awesome to drive by and say, oh, we cleaned that place. We touched that place. We touched that place. Oh, Marty, you remember that big place? Like you're referencing things as you're just driving by.
Very much so.
That's the type of industry that we're in.
So when I was talking to Carmen and y'all's payroll company, we cleaned that payroll company in Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So they have a local Charlotte office, and we're in there cleaning.
Yeah. So it's, again, those brands, man.
Yeah, the brands,
it's
sure.
You see them everywhere.
And it's exciting. I had one CEO tell me in Charlotte, it's a local company, they've been around forever. It's they're a God's gift, and the CEO and their family, they're just so top shelf. And he said, drive with your top down. And what he meant was, let people know, and Ricky, you're the best at this in the marketing, and I'm probably more reserved, but let people know what you're doing. Let people know you're in the cleaning business, and don't be shy and get it out there. So I'm trying to be better at that.
Oh, dude, I can't attest to that more. Like, it's storytelling, right? It's nobody knows what you do unless you tell them.
Right.
And especially in our space. Like I joke and I tell like everybody know Ricky the cleaner. Like, oh, you need a guy? You need a cleaner? Call Ricky. Like, but it's because I put it out there though. Like the more you put it out, the more people will remember. Yeah. Wait, doesn't Paul do it may not be the service you're doing, but because they remembered you spoke up about it, you may be the top of mind. The only way you're top of mind is if you let it out.
So pay attention to the different commercial forums that we're all members of on Facebook. I mean, I just saw Ricky posted in Toledo, Ohio. I mean, there are opportunities and jobs out there, and there are good jobs out there.
Looking in Toledo, East St. Louis,
and
Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Oklahoma City.
You won't regret it. And you will not regret it. I'm telling you, these guys are awesome. They're fantastic, and they're a lot of fun to work with.
Awesome, man.
So,
well, hey, thank you again.
Cheers. Yes, sir.
Cheers.
Ricky.
All right.
Loved it.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
So we are going to, at the bottom of YouTube, in the description, guys, as always, you know, I'll put Paul's LinkedIn. I'll put Paul's company's name, email, any way that they can connect. Because, again, you never know when somebody says, I was in the insurance agency for 20 years.
Yeah. And
I want to get into cleaning. They're going to want to talk to you.
I'm big on partners.
Yeah.
You know, however we partner.
Awesome.
So
Well,
thank
Paul,
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys, till next time.